everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're back here in front of Gumshoe because I was looking around a little bit on my own in between episodes to try and figure out what to do. And I eventually came to question Gumshoe about some of these things I didn't question about last time. He ate Maya's Magatama when I showed it to him, so that was something. But also, when I looked at either the camera data or the security camera photo, it said something about how the brooch was tampered with, or how it was missing the brooch, and it was something more than just a piece of costume jewelry. So that's got me thinking something relating to this, maybe the key. Of course, Gumshoe's not gonna look at it, but the question is, how is it? Now, that also got me thinking that we never showed or asked anyone about these portraits. So I suppose it's something we should... Pretty good looking face if you ask me. What are you doing carrying that around with you anyway? It's not like we ever need it. She has got a point. Oh, that's Miss Mia Fey. She's a truly beautiful person, pal. You knew her? You knew my sis? Sure, everybody in the police force knew her. We all had lost a great friend that day. I just got something in my eye. I'm not crying. You're such a familiar face to me now, you know? Now that I think about it, you're the real victim in this case, right? But for some strange reason, it's hard to think of you as a victim, pal. You're not right, I'm the victim. That was our most precious treasure. You know, pal. I think I know why I can't think of any of you as a victim ever. What about pearls? What about this person? To be honest, here's full. Okay. I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy. Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely. Oh, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully. But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face? Come on, I don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. Leave it yourself. Goofy face right here. I look a little rough around the edges, but the truth is, I'm a lot more detective-like than I used to be. Really? Like what part? Like the color of my coat. Ah, you're right. Yeah, but what about what's inside the coat? I was doing something suspicious about this guy, and I was right. It turned out to be that Damask was really that ace detective in disguise. You really thought that? Well, of course, it's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors. Well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. What about Luke? Same thing. Nothing there. I guess I could try asking Gumshoe about Kane. Maybe I should ask you to know something about him. Or would I know something? Well, it just sounded like you two knew each other from the way you acted today. It's Mr. Godot that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around. Exactly. You'd think I'd remember someone like him. I still say the whole thing's a bit suspect. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about the Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Okay. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? The company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard him. Mr. Bullet must have had a chance to learn a lot of secrets doing that kind of work. Oh, and? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too, I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Well, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KP Security used to head security operations with Mask to Mask. What, really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron to the blackmail letter, huh? Okay, well that gave me a little bit more information, but I don't know how much that'll help. I guess let's go question you about these people, though I very highly doubt you're gonna have much to say. Okay, if he says nothing about any of these guys, I'm just gonna cut ahead to whenever I'm done questioning him. Okay, so he just didn't have anything to say about any of them, so let's move on to... I don't think we're gonna get much information out of you, but I'll ask you about these guys anyway. So Nicky boy, you're a lawyer, huh? Well, yeah. How do you like it? I bet it's so exciting. Yeah, sometimes. Actually, a little too exciting at times. Ooh, I just love a good thrill. Nicky boy, it sounds like you have it so nice. This is starting to get awkward. You're probably not gonna have anything to say about her. Nah. That's really amazing, a master at your age. Oh no, you got it wrong. It's my mother that's the current master. Oh, I see. So what exactly is she the master of anyway? Well, you see, it's like... Don't say it, Maya. If you say spirit channeling, she'll laugh. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, this girl. I saw her slap Nicky boy right across the face. Yeah, she did. Well, I wish you could remember Pearl's by. Why? She's just a little cutie. If you could bring her by, I'd love to meet her. Sure, of course. Great. I can just tell I'm in for a reprise of under the hand slap. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. But I'll never forget the first time we met as long as I live. Nothing about Gumshoe. So this is Mask to Mask, huh? I wonder what kind of house he lives in. Oh. I've already asked you about this, didn't I? I'll never forgive this man. He tried to pin his own crimes on my Ronnie. I don't blame you. All criminals are the same. They're nothing but filthy, sneaking liars. I hate their guts. Okay, I think I get it. I think I can see why Ron didn't tell her how he was running that money. As long as I've got my motorcycle and my Ronnie, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy. Don't you think, Nick? Nothing about Adrian, of course. Probably nothing about Larry. Oh, there's some. Yeah, because he showed you the stuff. Oh, it's the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues, isn't he? Huh? Well, let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale, too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man is his lame pickup lines. What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like there's lifelines. Looks like he blew it again, huh? Well, also the fact that she's taken. Ugh, I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus, he lobbed a coffee grenade at me. You look pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning fire with a milk grenade. Maybe not. Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Light ever have a problem with Mr. Bullet himself? Even if he did, you think he should tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Okay, so nothing important there. Oh boy. No one's here yet either. Can't go to the here. I guess the only things I can do is talk to Maya and Adrian. You're not very photogenic, are you? Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. And yet, I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face. I was only joking, Nick. That makes me a sad face. You're making me feel guilty. If it wasn't for Mia, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Yeah, she told me you used to be really useless. Compared to how unreliable you were then, you actually seem responsible now. Actually, you haven't changed that much, I guess. I praise me for a change. Hey, wait a second. I'm gonna have to really buckle down and get serious. Well, you're the future master of the crane channeling technique, after all. Yeah, that and I have to play the part of big sister, too. For Pearly, and you, Nick. What? Do I look like I was born yesterday? Forget it, Pearly. Pearly sure is a good kid. Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her, though. That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you by the way she did, she's a tough one, alright. You're telling me, I think she knocked a few teeth loose. Rose is only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her cousin Maya. So to say that was Mask to Mask after all, huh? I guess so. After all, he did admit it. Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real Mask to Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you? I'm not sure. Gumshoe's on the case too, huh? Yeah, he seems to show up during all of her cases. Can't be a coincidence. Maybe saying that our fates are destined to be woven together for all time. Yeah, that'd be a real Beauty and the Beast kind of fairy tale, wouldn't it? Okay, I've seen this. We're probably gonna do the same conversation. Oh, I think I saw it coming. I think I would think I was stopping those plot twists. I think it's one of those plot twist things. Jack Batman seemed to really enjoy himself today. Maybe a little too much. Yeah. Like, it was pretty wild. Like, the plot of some crazy comic book. Great. Glad you had fun while I was getting abused by the prosecutor, as always. Hey, Desiree. Hi, Desiree sure is cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughs in the face of death. I want to try it, too. I thought you only knew how to ride a bike. Hey, don't forget, Nick, that it's an electric bike. Electric? So young and already so lazy. We're having good old exercise. That's some boomer talk. She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick. Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Actually, I'm grateful to her, too. It's like you're not telling me something. I'm going to take a good look at the case file next chance I get. Oh, it's Larry. He's your old childhood friend, right? Yeah, I've known him since elementary school. Wow, that's even longer than I've known Pearly. You two must have lots of good memories together. I guess so. But I can hardly remember them. They've been erased by all the dramatic ones. Alright, what do you guys say about Godot? Say, Nick, what do you think of that thing attached to his faces, anyway? Don't ask me. Why not? You know him, don't you? I've never met that guy before in my life, and believe me, he's not exactly forgettable. Yeah, but at the trial today, he said... So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You're right about that one. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me. Hey, Nick, I was just thinking. Maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before your enemies. Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway? And what's his story? I wonder if I'll ever find out. He's a victim in this case. Lame Blowhard. No, it's Kane Bullard. I know, but he looks so ugly. Well, why don't you remember at least the bull part of his name and riff off that? Now that you mention it, I guess he does kind of look like an ugly old bull. I still don't know very much about this victim. So, he's the one who sent the blackmail letter to Mr. Delight, right? It looks that way. We still need to look into this guy some more. How do we do that? Okay, so that was nothing useful. I guess let's go ask Adrian about all these people. Maybe she'll have something to say. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. You've certainly changed since I last saw you 7 months ago. Really? Yes, you look like you've bulked up a little. Well, now that she mentions it, guess I have gotten a little stronger. You're such a dork, Nick. What do you mean? Okay. Miss Faye, I'd love to introduce you at the exhibit if you don't mind. Really, I'd be happy to do whatever I can to help. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I could sing a song? The Master of Crane, or the Spirit Song, or perhaps Maya's theme. That sounds wonderful. I had no idea such songs actually existed. Well, they don't. Yet. Now I'm gonna make Nick write them. Be serious. I'm no songwriter. She's just a cute little girl. I'm deeply in debt for her for what she did 7 months ago. Her name is Pearl. She's training to be a spirit medium. Training at such a young age. That's very impressive. Well, as a fellow career woman, I salute her. Career woman, huh? I guess that's one way to look at spirit mediums. Since they're all women. Now I realize I should have called the police. As soon as I got that calling card from Master Mask, I mean. Yeah, I guess he should have. Well, now Detective Gumshoe is one more failure to add to his list. Oh, you mean he's not a very good detective? It's a good thing he's not here to hear us talking about him. You know, as many people as he used to. I would think you'd know that at least. So Detective Atme was actually Mask the Mask. She really seems depressed. I can't say I blame her. She's the one who hired the fox to guard the hen house. Aptly put. Metaphor, I suppose. Oh, I got taken by this flim-flam detective. Don't feel so bad. After all, we're here to help. Yes, Mr. Wright is a really wonderful man, isn't he? That should have made me happy, but she just admitted she's terrible at judging people. Oh, come on. I can always tell you're happy anyway. Nothing to say about Larry. Nothing useful. Great. Okay, so I've been running around for 10 minutes, unsure of what to do. I came back here, and I was looking at this said to come at 1 o'clock. I don't know if this means anything, but we'll try it. No. I am so lost. Snuck in after 10? That's in quotation marks. Have I tried the key card? I thought I tried the key card. What? Did I not? Whatever. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM, the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 AM on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh... Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No! Unlock successful. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah? So, is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make it up. I swear I will. Larry. Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Alright, tell me about the office buzzer. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right, just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya, press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Yeah, thanks. I'll try. Do you think you can tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Actually, let me ask you about the rest of this real quick in case you have something to say about it. You know what to say about that. Okay. Okay. Tell me about the buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come up to the CEO's office? Well, this is the third floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the first floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just don't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had to look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry can make a mistake like that. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once, in the morning, at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. The buzzer went off at 1:02. Okay. You guys really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? Oh, what are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects on as much as a piece of black carpeting. Alright, let's go and show this to Gumshoe. I'm sure you'd like to take a look at this. Wait, really? You don't want to look at that? Okay. Let's keep asking Larry about some things then. You don't have to threaten me, I'll tell you what I know. No stuff to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened. I actually believe him. Yeah, he's like a totally different person. In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. Okay. You're probably not gonna have anything to say about any of these. He'd have zero interest in all this old junky stuff. But now that I'm a new person, well, I kind of see the appeal. Hey, I got it! Why don't we go visit all those old musty old temples next time? I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry. Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful. I mean, he did. We know that the buzzer went off. I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief, and I would never wear a goofy getup like that. Nobody ever accused you of being a thief. It's too much work for me, making plans, writing calling cards, etc., etc. I'd rather just pull a dine and dash at a burger joint. Burgers? I love burgers too. Really? Well, how about it? Want to go on a burger date tonight? At least pay for the food, because I'm not defending you again. Husband cranes and treasures. I said 0. Okay. Nothing about that, of course, because this happened at the warehouse. So what about this? Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have. A love letter from me? No. Sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time? Who is this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday, too? Pretty sure we did. Ah, that's the wallet I found. You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right? I didn't sneak out of work at Soccer the Kisser. If only I'd been more responsible at work, I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to. Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you? Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it brought Desi and I closer together. Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta say that old water glass at half full. Am I right? Now he's starting to sound like the Larry I know. Don't forget, Nick, half full. You know, with the security card. So, was this the card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 in the morning. You're glad you had this card, right? And it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man. Nothing to say about that. And nothing about that. Okay. I guess it's time to get going. What's something about the buzzer record? You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. Oh, wait, I've already showed this to you. Yeah, I've already showed this to you. Okay, let's check out the detention center, I guess. See if they have anything there for me now. Oh! Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did you finish your interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want you to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Okay, I was thinking of presenting, but we'll just talk. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you were mask to mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself! Here I am, the tragic clown! I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then, the person dressed up as mask to mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. Okay, that's something we already knew. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Oh right, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used a keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. Maybe he dropped the wallet out of shock? No, because there was no body. When I went to CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Oh, at me? Then suddenly, they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Hey, why were you fired? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Oh, thank goodness. No, I am... But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why'd you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? Interesting. Hey, did he manage to hit you over the head with this? Oh yeah? It's one of our most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lordly Taylor. Check out the whole Treasures of Crane exhibit. Okay, I guess. Just promise me you won't steal anything, okay? Oh, don't worry. We'd be going when I'm not on the job as mask to mask. Well, that's reassuring. Should I ask about all of this? Probably. Let's just ask about the new stuff first. This list. We found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this list of all the things Mask to Mask stole! And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000. $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Okay, about the buzzer. That's the emergency buzzer for the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it or anything else for that matter. Okay, you don't know anything about this. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Mask to Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right, I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume into my plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. About as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Mask to Mask disguise? Well, that's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. What about the buzzer record? Actually, probably don't have anything. Oh, there is something about this. The buzzer went off just around the time that Bullard was killed. Whoa, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? Alright, tell me about these letters. This blackmail letter, is the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Terror of Emanon heist. First letter, it said, I know you did it. Someone found out about your true identity, just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know? I got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second, what do you mean you had to give it up? Don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. It wasn't anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Ice plans. I'm guessing... Ooh, is this at me? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and suggested training methods. So you mean the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It's like Mr. Light is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. Cyclops? No. So Ron Delight was Mask to Mask after all. But someone else was behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do is deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of the plans, too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Oh, wait a minute. No. Is everything you told me just the truth? No, something's not adding up. I was about to say, you actually stole the urn. Atme was killing the guy. But that can't be, because the murder and the theft was going on at the same time. I don't think you told me the truth. Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Okay. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, did you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey, Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls. So, what have you been up to this whole time? And how do you know we were here? You say good urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crichton Village to have it examined. And? What'd you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew, that's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint, and they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. It's a big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there. Oh, okay, we'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Okay. I guess we can go show this to... Yeah, it's a genuine article. We can go show this to... What's her name? Do I do that now? Sure. We'll go show it to her now, before we end off the episode. Let's head down to the basement. Where apparently something's going on. Oh, Pearl! How nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe we can take another good look at this urn. We can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Oh, do we actually have a thing to do? Okay, I'm gonna actually end the episode here, because I don't know how much longer this investigation is gonna go on if we're doing more investigation and we have to do the cyclock, and there might be more after that, so... We'll continue the investigation next time. Thanks for watching! If you liked what you saw, click or subscribe button down below. Don't forget to comment on the channel, and if you're interested in streaming live on Twitch or stream live, you can check out that link down in the description below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. So, take care.